Hello. So we are getting back into the game that is Dragon Age. The Veilgaurd. I'm Butterfly Dreamer, and this is the Magöas Takeover with Elijah Magöa and Elijah Magöa, who is asleep in the chat, which you cannot hear, because for this game, I remain silent. I just want to play this game and enjoy its content. So I'm going to barely be speaking. You might hear my friend on speaker snore. But other than that, I try to be fully immersive into this game and what I do. As far as streaming is concerned, I also want to ensure the best content for single player games, which I do love, and that being that I absolutely am positively, loving to play these games and like the content to be like, So if I don't reply, you're free to say whatever, but more so this is more so for my people who love to play the game and fully immersed and who just still want to stream but not say anything. That's what I'm doing right now, and that's part of the Magöa Takeover. This is actually showing y'all what I do outside of streaming, but streaming. And then I think that's going to lead up to my 208-hour stream when I get back from vacation, because, the holidays are coming up, and I'm leaving on the 5th of December to go to Ohio to visit my family. I'm hoping that I can meet and talk to White Knuckles. He's moving back to Ohio. I don't know if he has or has yet to do that, but I'm hoping to meet him around the holidays as well. And just to really, have fun and absolutely enjoy my time with family. But when I come back, I want to do a even longer stream with my setup and welcome you guys into the new year and into what will be 2025. I won't be giving any political views both on Twitch or on YouTube. That's none of my or any of my platforms, because I am horrified with the results, but I will say that I'm not going to give my opinion solely not to influence somebody else and for my safety. I know a lot of people have said, and with that alone, you could already know how I feel. And with that alone, a lot of people who chose not to vote, and that's neither here or there. But I will say that I am for the 4B movement of women cutting shit out. Like, for real, they took from the Korean women who said until we get respect and equal white rights to be equal to a woman and to a man. Not like I want your balls and I want to be able to have that same kind of level of where you are leadership wise is where I can be too. Not if I wanted to or what, it should already be given to me because it's already given to you. So that equal grounds. I'm not saying I should be able to take the same pain as you. I'm not saying I could fight like a man, because I cannot. Domestic violence is either way, man or male to female, or male to male, female to female, female to male, or female to female. None of that subscribes to me. I don't care if you're non-binary or straight, gay, none of that. Don't be putting your hands onto other people like that. So that's what the 2B movement's about. So being protected, yourself and your spirit, and because literally that's what we mean by equal rights. We want the same respect, the same. It's not hard to understand what that is regarding, but because of that, a lot of women are being affected by that, and men, like you're going to see how crazy men are. I remember one time just recently this year, I was over at somebody's place and I got to know them and I started dating, and I didn't know this hook culture was like that. We were talking and I went over to his place to see him and just chill, and he lived in a studio apartment. I didn't have no issues with that. But what I did have issues with is the second time that I came to see him, this was the second time, he was like, man, I'm like a shark. Yet you will never have under any understanding of what men actually do. Like, they treat you like a body. They don't give a fuck about your feelings or your thoughts when you put it out there like that. And he just didn't know that I'm not that type of woman. So when he told me certain things, I was like, no. And he, like, literally, he's like, man, like, he's been gone this long without sex. And he's like, da-da-da-da, out of shark. See it with, like, he could be a shark. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, you just don't know, in my jungle. So when they get to that psychotic break, baby, and it's not just cis women. And when I say cis women, I really mean what I say. Cis women, if you have a problem, that's not me. Okay? As a cis woman myself, it is what it is. Anyways, even cis women, women who are not cis women, femin, they are all like saying govern yourself and who you are. Even straight men are like backing women up, like, yeah, this needs to happen. And you know, some men have been making their views like this is this and this is that, as regards of how they feel and in their entitlement to women's body. When have women been given the natural choice to even exist without men bopping them over the head with rocks and taking what they will? That's in their nature. That's what masculine and feminine energy is. It's the detachment of that. You know, women are, I'm not saying they're not a gate for that, but we just don't naturally go bopping motherfuckers over their head. In general, women are Eves and Adam is the apple, and we bit into that, and this is our curse. We are all Eves, and this is what we unlocked. We lost the natural thing of what reptilians can do in general, which is like snakes. They can give birth to without having to have a man there. They naturally clone. So I'm not going off into spirituality or anything like that, but that nature versus nurture and that masculine and feminine energy is really thick as to where it goes down to the core of its nature. And yeah, I just think it's only natural for women to really want to, like, even in Egyptian times, when did this off balance shift? We had Queen Nefertiti. She was a pharaoh. We had so many female and male pharaohs. So many warriors in ancient African culture, in the Kemetic area. In Kemet, we had so many things naturally. But now, like, when did we lose that femininity, masculinity, equality? Because still there was Isis and Osiris. Adam and Eve was the only two that had difference. Eve, you get blamed for all this shit. Look what you did. I'm sorry, we wanted something more than this. But the whole thing of who came first, the chicken or the egg, when knowing that chickens also are a thing that do not need to be mounted to give birth. They can give birth, you know, lay eggs. Those eggs ferment. Like, they also take part of the reptilian. Like, we're all linked soul-wise, and those disattached, they're disrespectful to our nature. So if you ask me, Eve existed, Adam was the apple she bit into, and now there's this disconnect between man and woman, girl, boy, female, male type energies. And that's why I love Prince. He was the perfect combination of masculine and feminine energy, and he took the unk, and he also took the masculine energy where it's life, the male's penis and testicles and the woman's ovaries and uterus, knowing damn well that both of these need each other, the equality. Man can help make a baby, but the woman provides that life. She provides the nurture. The man is the protector. The balance that we want is not so hard, but at the end of the day, we're still respected for the same roles. We are the leaders, not leader. You're so used to the singularity, but we got one in unionship where two become one, and actually 2 is 2 equals 8. So when you really think about that balance and what it equates to, it's a lot. So the 4B movement is something that I am standing by and standing hard and firm on and locking shit down because, and it's a sacrifice. It's not no 4-year fucking sacrifice. And once you get the president that you want, then it's okay. Because Trump showed everybody what they are allowed to be. That's it. The plain and simple. Kamala tried showing us a different way to even work past that. But when you think about it in its totality, the reason why everybody should be afraid is because this person literally put the energy out there of a god and literally came back and showed everybody else like the biggest trickster. People's shades got off. They showed you that their racism and their sexism and their the masculine just taking over and shitting all over the feminine, because feminine is what it is. It is dainty. It is nurturing. It is light. It is light. It is life. Masculine, girl, me, beat, K, da da da, my reward. Woof woof. Like, anyways, what I'm saying is 4B movement, no download niggas, no download men. Lock it up, toot toot, beep beep. It's a unionship. It's gonna have to take at least a fucking decade for that shit to kick in if you really want to make a change, and stop asking other women in other countries to partake in this movement as well, because some of them do not have the freedom and leisures that our ancestors who came before to unlock doors, to make mountains and move those mountains from those molehills we had to climb, and made mountains, and we climbed those mountains and we conquered. The survivability, as Lady's speech said, the survivability and the natural resistance is in my blood. I don't know nothing but what I know my ancestors came through, and from that I decided to run. And right now we went back to the Lesbo Island eras of that energy, going back to the first Amazonians and their island, Lesbo Island, and when men literally pushed their women off the literal locations of where they were, and they went to Lesbo Island. So the men, I think it was the Greek men, could parlay and partake in everything they wanted to do, and that's where hunting and all that other lovely stuff that you can do your own research on came from. And then Aristotle and Plato's era. So when you look at those things and those infamous Greek philosophers, you got to look at the stones that conquered and the things that happened. So in its totality, you got to go back to that energy. And even then, when the men were tired because of fucking one another, they wanted the woman. They realized, hey, we're getting old, we need so yeah. And it's funny because we are supposed to treat ourselves like a temple. So both sides woke stuff up into everybody, and this resistance needs to happen to reset balance, to bring it back to that feminine energy and say, hey, without us, you are extinct. We are Eve. Yeah, we may be Eve, but baby, we control that apple. The Adam's apple. I'm just saying. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is Dragon Age The Veilgaurd. I wanted to let you know that I am part of the 4B movement. I'm glad I'm in a nice predicament of celibacy and resolute, and that I'm independently on my own and living my life, and no longer in committed relationships, and just literally thankful for who I am as a lady, as a woman, and as a truth seeker, and wise in my ignorance, and gaining that wisdom from my ignorance, and other people's ignorances, and learning from that and learning the lesson as well. So without further ado, we are playing the Dragon Age The Veilgaurd, and the Dread Wolf. A lot of people have said that they didn't really like the way that this game played out. I've been waiting for this game since they have announced it. When I slapped Solus, and I'm dying to see why my Inquisitor is there, and if she's going to be like part of my team, kind of like the one game was where you were who I want to say Wulong, but it's not Wulong. Damn, it was like, y'all know The Last Ronin, and its gameplay and those kind of things where there was twins, and one twin was one and the other repeats in itself, and so when that connects to each other, I want to see if this one kind of is like that, like my Inquisitor and them, because a lot of people's like, hey, the Inquisitor story isn't done. My romance with everybody else's romance, spoiler alert, if you haven't played none of the other games, you might not want to listen to this part. But spoiler alerts. In Dragon Age, all your other people that you got into relationships with or romance got happy endings, like they were married and except for Solus, like literally just at the end you're in the Inquisitor and you're like, I love you, Solus was a straight elf, so there was only female romance. And this one, they really did it open. They kind of gave everybody I love the bodies, like it's very androgynous type, and the textures look really natural, but on a 4K TV it will look grainy, especially since I'm streaming. I didn't put two and two together. I was like, why the graphics look cartoony? It's because it is cartoony, but the graphics that y'all are seeing is better because I'm streaming it, so it cuts down that graphics to give it to y'all, to upload it to y'all. So I was seeing HDMI graphics, like what the fuck? But no, that's why I was like, okay, this makes sense now. I was seeing it different way, and I was like looking on my phone. I was like, well, goddamn, y'all got good graphics. But anyways, so let's, our relationship ended with him chopping off my hand or some shit like that, and me choosing. We loved each other, and I wish that I could upload it and bring it onto this drive, but I guess they left the PlayStation 4 version out of it because it was a PlayStation 4 game. The Inquisition was the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 3 was Origins, and the other one, Part 2. So this one is a brand new system where if they wanted kind of to collect money, they could have made this for the PlayStation 4 version, but they just wanted more money and to not have to dumb down the graphics a little bit, because the graphics difference is huge. But to kind of save money on that, they just made it a PlayStation 5 version and kept the 4s and the Xbox and Xbox Series X off of it until the new platforms came out for Xbox. So new gen consoles like Xbox and PlayStation got it, and PC will always be PC. But Dragon Age Solus, was your man, and in every Dragon Age they kind of allowed you upload your character's progress and blah blah blah. But when it came to the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3 backwards, it wasn't there. But when you came to the PlayStation 4, there's no reason why they couldn't have done what they did in that, but they skipped a lot of detail. I guess they were having a push to get this game out anyways. So, EA, and they probably will unlock it in some DLCs. I hope so, and they choose to change up the gameplay. So far what I'm playing of it kind of plays like God of War Ragnarok, with a CRPG twist. Graphics are cartoony on purpose. I don't know why they're so feared for Mass Effect not to be cartoony, because it was very cartoony before. But I just want the game to be polished and have a great story and not rushed. Don't feel rushed in its content. And Origins was the only one that didn't feel rushed in its content when BioWare sold their company to EA. it was downhill from there. I wish they were more so independent in what they were doing, but they needed the money and the because a lot goes into games. They don't net the money out of it unless that they put into it most times. Some very few games do that. Final Fantasy VII, that's why Skyrim, you see them milking it. Long story short, it plays like those games with a CRPG twist. It's kind of like also these are Dragon Age's lovers of people like the who did it first. Baldur's Gate, right? Did it first and right. I knew last year that Baldur's Gate was gonna. Baldur's Gate was gonna take home the game of the year, every category, and I was like, I told you. Not a single slot that I said Diablo. Well, I said no. Not a single slot in Baldur's Gate 3 did it not enter and not win. So I knew the vampire was going to get love. I'm going to play over those series from 1 all the way up to 3, so everybody who hasn't played it and probably won't pick it up will get the backstories. I'll also play the Baldur's Gates in between the dungeons, D&D dungeons, so that you guys can enjoy that. And then we'll go right into 3 over on YouTube. So enjoy that. But yeah, this is going to keep me focused and in the house and safe for years to come. But I just want to say I love all of y'all. Twitch will be happening soon with the Magöas takeovers. I want to have like this party. I was talking to Swift Remix. If you're not following him, you're missing out. And Drowsy Sauce, if you're not following her, you're missing out. And So Unique, who is Olash Melanson. If you're not following So Unique, you're missing out. And Rarity, if you're not following this goddess, you are missing out. And we were talking about, doing, it was Swift Remix idea to do like a Mario Kart game, kind of the new Mario game that came out, and it's $60. So I'm going to get it digitally and share it with Adrian, So Unique, Lash Melanson, and we're going to be like all on Twitch. And Twitch just recently put out this, shout out to Swift Remix for telling me that, they put out this new app thing that blends everything together. So it'll be amazing to see our faces as well as our gameplay and sharing our communities together on our own channel. So there's like no more streaming over on top of people, but we're all on the same wavelength. So y'all will get the same content at the same time, replying to everybody, and they can see the same content and whomever I block and for the trolls and shit. So yeah, it's an amazing unionship, and I cannot wait to explore that option and probably be a part of the 208-hour stream, so we all can come together and have fun and everybody's in good health. Happy holidays to everybody. We just finished up Halloween, and that was a fun event. I'm sorry I couldn't take anybody on that with me where we was doing everything, but I didn't even go. I got sick. So I might do a haunted house soon, but just for the shittest of it. But yeah, probably will pick that up next year around this time and do that around October. But I apologize. Sickle cell got the best of me, but it didn't conquer. So shout outs to all my LGBTQ plus community. Shout outs to my BGG Black Girl Gamers. Shout outs to all my Latina mommies, my Latina, my Puerto Rican, my Mexican, Dominican, all my Spanish amazing people, my amazing community in general, to everybody from New Zealand and wherever you're watching me from. I think you, appreciate you, love you, and adore you. But without further ado, this is Dragon Age The Veilgaurd. Enjoy.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God, damn it. Oh, no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the alluvian, though.
The alluvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Derthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture, but before that, you'll need the fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
I could listen to you ramble all day.
Oh, well, same to you. Not that you ramble, you should talk more. I mean, you talk plenty. Just the right amount. Ideal talking. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Derthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlathan's own veil jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Bellara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
I'm heading out to practice my new magic. I could use some moral support. I really have to get better at using my new abilities. Don't want to drop a rock on someone's head.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer, though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean.
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Inrathus. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know we brought you in as a specialist, but things are rough. I need everyone to help out.
Of course. I hate sitting idle, and it's better I stay occupied. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say you picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
So, if you're an abomination...
I suppose I should get used to that.
But I heard that only mages can get possessed by demons.
I'm skilled with a blade, but I promise you, without Spite, I have the magical talent of a brick. There must be some difference between a demon deceiving their way into a body and being forced into one. Only Zara knows for sure.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, you must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave Spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
couldn't be one god, it had to be three.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your Crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for Antivan Crows.
You're not a Crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at their service. That answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Have a look and keep my stores full.
come back soon.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
And Strife said we should monitor the situation in the crossroads, so of course I volunteered. The kind of veil
Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look... well?
Appearances can be deceiving.
Sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
Rook, meet the Viper.
The name, the entrance... I have so many questions.
Most people do.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loosed when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlathan. Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
You'd think people would reconsider their choices after surviving a citywide demon attack.
The cult hasn't changed. They want control of Tevinter and a return to the old ways. And if an ancient power promises just that, damn it. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
What about here?
Trail doesn't lead close. We'll save that tour for another day.
Sorry, do I know you?
Found all this myself.
Don't touch, unless you're buying. You know the antiquarian? His urchins come here for treasure. Pays well. There's treasure!
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
Harding said the Archon's palace shot at you last time you were here. And now we're chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
And people wonder why I never get sleep. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they... What happened?
Locked. We need another way in.
Right. On it.
We're breaking into a chantry?
We broke into a prison. But no. The courtyard's public ground. We can't lose the trail.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons, when you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Were got out, I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
Bodies. In the courtyard.
Stay sharp. killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
Definitely.
Demons. Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence.
Well executed! They're close.
Let them then. The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Where it moves, chaos follows.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more. Couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know.
Is this what we're after?
Let me take a look. Sure thing.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. I'm on it. All right. Follow me. You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
You get this job on the house.
All right, mage killer. Suit yourself.
The threads took care.
He's acting different.
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Working odd jobs is hard. One day you're moving crates. The next you're watching over a pack of donkeys.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
That should be no problem.
There's always a way to get places.
Too many people in this city.
You haven't dealt with crowds in a while.
No. It needs a lot of targets for the Venatori.
kind doesn't go as far as it used to.
Paintings, tapestries, floor coverings. Beautify any space.
Anyone strange poking around the market?
You mean more than usual? Actually, maybe. The smuggler who supplies Miro, she's acting weird. Took off, though. Couldn't tell you where.
Got it.
A lot on display. Nice target for thieves.
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Ugh.
Maseranas.
Demons in the streets tonight. Almost there. Remnants ahead. I've got this.
Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The Relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks. Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Food later?
Oh, yes, please.
All right, through here. You bet.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets?
No. If someone thinks they know all Docktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming. Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
not for long.
Don't cross a crow.
The longer that relic's in Docktown...
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
Supplies. I barely got away, and not without bruises. What did Alex say? Told me.
This city hasn't changed.
You spent time here?
Before, yes. For a while. Though not in Docktown.
Oh, you got the fancy targets.
I'm very expensive. Of course.
You got it.
Easy enough.
Was this protection racket run by a demon?
Every third person runs a scam here. Guess the demon wanted in.
Don't give Spite ideas.
Demons.
Venatori? You're serious?
Cult's getting bold again.
What can I get for you? Some grub? Some grog?
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour? We're getting closer. Got it.
Soon. The buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Nice. Shouldn't it belong to the Venator?
Not a chance.
God, amplify me!
Cannot be!
Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templar Rana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
I'd like to think so.
All right. If you have anything on the relic.
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
Nev?
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I'll make sure there's no one else here.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search. A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the
That's one down.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris. Your relic.
Gods rise and power with them. For the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt.
Venatori. This power
will what? Impress a risen god. Can you even control it?
Shut up!
Take your shot.
Understood. The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's fine.
You'll die here, Venatori.
I might have questions for him. We're under fire.
You won't walk away from here!
More demons. All of them break loose.
They aren't leaving.
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
If we hadn't been there, how many people would be hurt? And Bataris doesn't care.
No.
But you do.
Isn't that the rub?
So what now?
We stopped the demons. We got the relic. And the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
I should see what Nev has to say.
Strength earns mastery.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Rook! Good to see you. Irulan and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Toldar is a tunnel. Vedun gar velos atredum. But velos atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal? I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're not hearing a word I'm saying, are you?
Uh-huh.
You know you're adorable, right?
Sure, whatever you think is best. Huh? What? What's happened?
I said you're adorable.
You're poking fun at me.
Maybe a little. Not that you're not adorable. Anyway, is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. There's just a lot to go through.
So what's Isatunal?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
For me?
The dock's been fixed. The caretaker must be regaining control of the crossroads. Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
The deeper currents.
That scent. I can't place it.
For a moment, it smelled like Docktown after it rains.
Could be magic from the ancient elves. The arm, Tom? Here?
Death is too good. Of course.
First the Crossroads Guardians, and now the Arntom. Stay alert. Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory. Wait. What happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Glad you made it here safely. I didn't love our odds without you.
Who? Me?
All right. Everything's in place. We hit Algernon's island fortress tonight. This is our best chance to free the people he's enslaved. Get in, save as many as you can, and bring them back here to Sanctuary. Be fast and be safe. I'll meet you on the other side. Fen-Haral's scouting ahead. For freedom! For the Dread Wolf!
The Dread Wolf is testing his noble rebels against my stronghold. How courageous.
Remember, these memories can hurt. More of Solus's memories. Elgarnon sent his guards to attack the Dreadwolf's rebels.
So Elgarnon was a bully and a tyrant. We knew that already.
yours to plunder.
For gods.
Glad to see we all made it. Elganan's forces are making things interesting.
You, keep moving no matter what. Free those slaves. We'll take everyone else and give the guards something to think about.
We must be swift. Elganan is coming.
Solus sounded frightened.
In his position? Can't blame him in this case.
Locked tight. No sign of the key.
There must be some way to open it.
Let's get that prison open.
Thank you all.
There's an alluvion nearby. We'll head there right away.
Go. The Dreadwolf must be waiting for you.
Quickly! Elganan approaches.
Stop his guards. We need to buy time for the captives to get to safety.
I will hold off Elganan himself, for as long as I am able.
The vermin keep coming. Go. I will deal with that ragged wolf.
One last push.
soulless, no matter how far you run.
Let the big asshole rant. Everyone we freed is safe in the crossroads.
Without all of you, well, thank you. But can Elganon find us here?
He cannot. I have made sure of...
Solus?
Elganon is a powerful opponent. My apologies. It is of no consequence. What matters, my friends, is that today, all of us are free.
I think that's it. The memory ends here.
Solus used to risk his life doing this. A hero to his people.
Couldn't last, could it?
And now, all that's left is this fragment. Come on, let's go.
Not sure you can trust me, but it was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Rook made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives? That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison. What's her angle?
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious. Ready when you are.
Here we go.
Sense a way through, Dweller. Find that which seals the path.
We're not alone.
Be ready.
More dead. That's not good. The gods must have plans for them here too.
Nice hit!
Got company. On it. Let them.
Not that bad.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
Look, the statue that controls those bridges is broken.
Broken or sabotaged?
Please, go on. You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
Look, the statue